We welcome you to Hope Field, proud home of the Gardiner Tigers, as Munzing Media Sports brings you high school lacrosse. Today, the Gardiner Tigers will play host to the Erskine Academy Eagles here from Hope Field in Gardiner. Hello, everybody. I'm Rob Munzing, joined here by Jeremy Bullock, Bill Hasty on our camera, Owen Munzing running camera as well, and Chris Wheeler is doing our production here from Gardiner Area High School. Well, we're glad we finally got some weather that we can have games broadcast for you, and certainly the weather the last couple of days much more cooperative, although the kids have been out and they have been playing. The Gardiner Tigers come in at 0-3 on the season. The visiting Erskine Academy Eagles, they are 2-0 on the season. But Jeremy, different classifications for these two teams, so this should be a pretty good matchup.
Yeah, traditionally we've always matched up with Erskine pretty well. I know we were able to get the best of them last year, so it'll be interesting. Should be a good game. You know, Gardner's had a pretty tough schedule the first part of the year, and they've also had some guys that have been away on class trip, battling injuries and all the rest of it. So, but hopefully they've made some adjustments, and we'll see how it goes for them today. Well,
it'll be nice to get settled in here as we're off vacation week. School trips were planned. Kids were overseas, and certainly that affected all of the athletics here at Gardiner High School. So now we're back to a little bit normal here to finish out as we get close to the month of May and finish out the spring season, hopefully on a good positive note. We'll take a quick break. Jeremy and I will be back, and we'll join you with some more pregame thoughts. We come back after this.
Elliott Office Products is a family-owned business that has been around since 1985. Grandpa Charlie started the business as a service technician, and it has evolved into a full-servicing printing company. From simple copies to full logo design, we offer it all under one roof. Located in Farmingdale, Maine, we are at the heart of many different communities. We love assisting new and existing customers with any of their printing needs. Stop by, call, email, or send us a message on Facebook. We would love to help.
Do you know that your current annuity might not be the best fit anymore? In today's markets, there are new options that could offer greater flexibility, higher growth potential, and even enhanced benefits that can be specifically tailored to your needs. Upgrading your annuity doesn't just mean better rates. It's an opportunity to explore these new innovative options designed to help you get more out of your investment. Don't settle for outdated terms. Contact us today to learn how upgrading your annuity can open the door to better opportunities in your retirement.
When you need top quality aggregate, you need McGee Construction. From gravel, sand, and crushed stone to specialty materials, McGee Construction has supplied Maine's contractors and homeowners for over 35 years. No project is too big or too small. Whether you're building a driveway, a home, a highway, we've got the materials you need delivered on time every time. For reliable service, expert advice, and high-quality aggregate, trust McGee Construction. Built on trust, driven by quality. At Randolph Hardware, our game plan is simple. We offer way more than just hardware. We have a huge selection of paint, plumbing, electrical, and gardening supplies to help you complete simple projects to major home renovations. We also offer a rental center, factory authorized power equipment repair, and the best tool selection around. So stop in today and let the Randolph Hardware team help make your project a winner. Why waste valuable time and gasoline traveling around when you can enjoy one-stop shopping at Goggins IGA in Randolph? Goggins is locally owned by people you know and trust at the heart of our community. Goggins offers the convenience of one-stop shopping, in-store banking, a large selection of liquors and wines, and a full-service pharmacy. At Goggins IGA, you're in, you're out, you're home.
Rob Munzing, Jeremy Bullock here. Jeremy, you've been active in the youth leagues coming up and through, and as we both know, the key to any success at the varsity level, and Coach Johnson will be the first to tell you he's a veteran coach, is that youth program. Give us a little update on the youth program, how things are going. Yeah, the youth program's been going pretty good. I know there was a lot of Gardiner alums involved with that. I mean, myself, Nate Whalen, Jimmy Moore, Coach Johnson actually been quite hands-on with it for the last several years, and
we've had pretty good numbers at all the levels, and that definitely makes a huge difference to have. If you can put a high school team together with guys that have been playing since 3rd or 4th grade, makes a big difference in that, the strength of those fundamentals that those kids are going to have versus kids that just pick it up when they get to high school.
Let's take a look at the Tigers. They've been a little starved for goals here, but they've got kids starting to filter back in off injury and off those trips that kids had taken. Who should we look at as attackers here for the Gardiner Tigers today, Jeremy?
Well, usually Logan Cody is a big one to watch. He usually makes stuff happen. He's real good at seeing the field and distributing the ball as well as getting it in between the pipes. Braden Elliott as well. And I believe today we're going with a change at attack. Eben Whalen's going to be down there. He usually is kind of plays the point guard for the offensive midfield for the Tigers, but today he's going to be moved down to the attack zone. So it'll be interesting to see how that adjustment goes for the Tigers.
And as we said, Erskine comes in under Coach Ethan Ratu, 2-0 on the season, so they're off to a very successful start. They beat John Bapps, and they beat one of the northern teams, one of the co-op teams up north for their 2 wins. Tigers' tougher schedule, as we heard here in the pregame. They played some of the class of the league in Class B. This is a BC matchup, so we'll get set to get underway here. Bill Hasty on our game cam here for us, and we're running a secondary game cam for practice, a new camera that we have, and Owen Munzing is on that. Chris Wheeler doing our production here for us today. And we'll get set for the pregame introductions. I'm not sure if they're doing a PA type of deal here. We'll just have to play it by ear. If there's an anthem, then we will pause for that. This is our first high school spring sport that we've covered. We were hoping to do softball tomorrow, but Central Maine Community College, who we cover for baseball, has moved their game from Thursday to Wednesday for some reason, weather-related, but it didn't look like weather was coming in. But nonetheless, they're going to play Wednesday, so we'll be down there on Wednesday. Patrick Dexler will join me for that call. So we had a bump. We'll do I think the makeup game is going to be next week, so we're going to look at doing that. Got to finalize that, but our schedule is up on our Facebook page. We'll have Halldale Softball, one of the premier softball programs in the state of Maine. We'll have them on Friday to have our second high school game of the season. Then more games next week, and we hadn't gone beyond next week with the way the weather has been. We'll wait and see, make sure everything's still going to be on the date that they planned it, and we'll get set to go. And we're underway. They'll fight for a loose ball here off the face-off. Eagles will have it momentarily, and then they'll lose it. Now they maintain possession. Pelot with it. And behind, just joining us, Erskine, the Eagles. They're in blue. That was Temple. Temple going to lose control. Chased down by Marable. And he'll set the play. Go ahead, Evan.
Oh, Coach
Evan. Jeremy.
Braden Temple's actually we trained him up for the Eagles. It's sad to say him and Bryson Lampier actually both played youth lacrosse with the Tigers, and they're both great kids, real hard workers. And sadly, we lost them to Erskine, but they're both Chelsea kids, so they had their choice.
Trevor Barron with a run gets it left side now. This is Logan Cody. You heard about Logan as one of the attackers that we should look at here for the Gardiner Tigers today. They tried to connect with Cody, and they missed him there. That was a pass by Elliott.
I suspect they might try to take advantage of that matchup with Elliott. I predict he's probably a fair bit quicker than that defenseman that marked up with him just now.
Braden's quicker than most anybody that would match up with him. Very quick.
No doubt about that.
Erskine trying to maintain defensive coverage, but the Tigers will win the battle. This is Evan Whalen. Whalen sails it wide. As you said, Whalen up today as an attacker. You were talking, Jeremy, about much more lacrosse coverage at the collegiate level now that kids can watch and emulate. That's a nice way to work for kids to see how other attacks are set up and such.
Yeah, that's one of the great things about the advancement in technology, just the way the games are shot, the clarity of the picture. It's a much more professional, like, viewing experience, like what people get accustomed to, watching baseball and basketball and things like that. And and they got a great selection of games right on YouTube, which the kids love YouTube. So but yeah, you can kind of follow whatever your favorite team is. We like Notre Dame in our house. They had a great couple seasons the last few years, national champions.
Well, usually Memorial Day weekend, you can be right in front of the TV.
Yes, sir.
This is Cody, seals one high and wide. Sure, the Tigers would like to unlock Logan Cody here and get him to be the prolific goal scorer that he's been.
Ooh, that's probably going to be a penalty. Oh, maybe not. Yep.
It's a flag.
Helmet contact on that stick check. See if the Tigers can take advantage of this power play.
Tigers do a little switch here.
Number 40, Evan Bullock, just came onto the field.
And now we'll play. Quickly to Elliott. Elliott wants to go low. He does.
Nice save.
That was a tester right there, and Jackson Blake made the save.
That was good long possession by Gardiner. Couldn't convert on it that time, but Erskine hung tough.
Almost a turnover there, but Clark was able to possess. Clark trying to beat his defender Hanley. Good defense by the Tigers, knocked down. Ball got lost for a second. Reed Jackson for Erskine, out of bounds.
Still got a few seconds left on that penalty. See what the Tigers can do with it.
Elliott now, Braden. Tigers get their offensive spacing. Elliott fakes.
Ooh.
That was well wide by Eben Whelan. Little instruction from Coach Johnson across the way. Hanley going to make the play. Good feed outside. Another good save there again by Blake. So Blake coming up big during this stretch. No call.
That's going to be a
Yeah, it is. The call came from behind. So Erskine will have the man advantage here. As soon as the Tigers possess, she'll get the whistle, and there it is.
Tigers' defensive crew's a little bit on the younger side. A lot of sophomores out there. Nick McKay's back, but he's battled injuries the last couple years.
Yeah,
It's
poor
good to
Nick
have
has
him.
had one of those tough careers, hasn't he? Yeah, same thing in basketball. And had that bike accident that set him back.
Yeah, it's good to see him back on the field.
Sure is.
I think this unit's got a lot of potential as a defense once they kind of gel. And
Barnacote will put it in play here for Erskine. Tigers will be on the kill situation here now. Erskine's got a kill. Lanphier in the middle. Tigers attack that. There's a good maintain of possession there by Larrabee, the captain.
Oh, Chase McGrain scoops it up.
Chase McGrain will be between the pipes. He's a veteran.
Yeah, Chase's first year in goal, he's really done a great. I mean, the record, he may not feel like it, but for us looking on, he really has done a great job his first year. He's had some tough competition the first 3 games for the Tigers.
So there was no keeper coming back, and what was Chase late for practice one day, and all of a sudden he showed up and they said, "You're in goal."
I don't know. They might have drawn straws. He might have drawn the short one.
Well, he's a good competitor, as we know. Marable dishes it back outside. They'll set center. Ooh. Right side, that's a nice looking goal there by Reed Jackson. So Jackson gets the goal. You'll see it right here. A good set. Remember, Tigers are man down.
Yeah, you can see Landfield. I think, is that Bryson Landfield, number 5?
Yes, that's
he felt
the
the slide coming and made a good pass, and the defense was almost just a little late getting there, but sometimes with good shooters, just being a half-second late can cost you.
Yeah, that was labeled near side high. The win for Erskine. P-Lot. Braden Temple for Erskine. Overruns the ball, but he'll backtrack and get it. Larrabee's going to control here. Harassment, Anthony Boyce for the Tigers. Dropped off to Apple. Apple behind, reverses.
Oh, good D.
Through traffic, Tigers there.
Here we go. Peter Doobie, nice pickup.
Now to Elliott. Elliott couldn't control. Taken away and over to Temple.
Yeah, those long passes to try and get to your attackman at the 50 is always a risky one. You're usually a lot better off to find a midfielder, you know, on your side of the field to get that ball transition.
1-0, 5:48 left here in the first quarter. We'll play 4 quarters, 4 12-minute quarters, 48-minute game. Temple, and that's through for a quick 2-0 lead for the Eagles. See the setup here. Well, Tigers had their run there when they had the advantage, and
yeah, it's another great pass coming from number 8 on the right side. He felt that slide coming over, and then he had a nice cut, and he nailed the pass and the finish. So,
well, Tigers need an answer here now. Get this thing under control if they can. They had a good possession here for the opening 4 minutes or so. This is Hanley. I couldn't find the ball there for a second either.
Nice screen by Rafe Alves. Good save by the Erskine goalie once again.
Jackson Blake. It's been equal. He's had 3 or 4 saves.
Oh,
that's an interception. A good chance here now for the Tigers. Across
Beautiful.
And goal. Well, Braden Elliott scooped up the errant pass out, made the feed.
Who'd he hit on that? Logan? That's a great feed to Logan.
And got it to Cody. But it's Elliott's steal here. You're going to see it coming right up here.
That's good hustle on that ride by Braden. Yep, beautiful pass. Yeah, when Logan Cody catches the ball that close to the crease, there's not much chance for even the best goalies in the state, that's for sure.
Good quick catch and release by Logan Cody. That makes it 2-1. So that was a good answer for the Tigers. Little physical play there. They'll not let go. I was about to say they were going to let that go and play on, but
loose ball push on Koopman, looks like, number 8.
Joe Hanley. Over to Elliott. Braden's got Whelan here. He spins. Tigers looking at spacing here.
Good feed.
And there it's tied up. Elliott with the goal that time.
That was a great job by Logan Cody drawing that double team and getting the ball right to Braden, who That's the name of the game in lacrosse. You want to pull and push and pull that defense until somebody's out of place and somebody's open, and you're looking for those nice open shots.
Well, it was Cody with the first on a feed from Elliott. We'll flip the script for the second goal, tied at 2. And Tigers, they'll lose possession.
Oh, Logan's got it.
Cody came up quick with it to Whelan. Eben will get changes. Whelan will wait so they can get configured. Austin Crawley, number 2, was one of the kids came into the game. Eben Whelan controlling. He's out at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Crowley's been injured for the first part of the year. This is the first I've seen him. That's good to see him back on the field.
A veteran player.
Yeah.
That'll go out, but it'll be Tiger ball to Braden Elliott. Elliott. Coach Johnson wants Crawley down low.
That was a good shot. I think the Tigers are going to like that matchup. It's going to be a matter of time before Braden gets another one in between the pipes, I think.
Well, that shot right there was the turf caused it to bounce probably a little higher than would have on a grass field. Completely different game on grass, Jeremy.
Yeah, no doubt. One of the great things about the turf field, though, is the Tigers can, get going earlier because the snow likes to get lost a lot earlier in the season.
For years, I remember they used to practice in the upper parking lot. The teachers would get a call, move your cars. Lacrosse is practicing out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
That was Cody again. And
good save by the keeper.
Jackson Blake took that one off the stick. Oliphant. Good connection out to Cornelis. 3-2. Screened out on who that was. We'll have to see on the replay who that was that got the goal.
You'd certainly thread the needle on that pass. It was a really nice pass.
Goal's going to go to Marable. Dondre Marable. We're getting our bearings up here as far as coverage goes. You've got a lot of kids out there, and it's a tough one-camera cover there, so we're messing around with our Zoom here a little bit to see what we can get that gives you the best of the picture without losing the ball. That's a hard one. Through traffic, P-Lot.
Oh, good heads-up play by Chase McGrain there. He's going to be careful, though. They're going to ride him.
Well, this is where Chase's experience out on the field. That one's going to seal into the net, but the wrong net. So 3-2. We're winding down first quarter. Apple with it. Got it back out. They'll swing it out to Studholm. Studholm on the take. Temple. Studholm couldn't control it. Tigers looking to pick up the loose ball, clear the zone.
Good defense by Koopman to knock that down.
They forced him back. Ethan Studholm. There's a couple of Studholms. There's Cole, Paco Studholm, and Ethan Studholm.
Oh, what's the flag, Coach? What do you got?
Wait for the call.
Oh, we got a penalty on Koopman. Might have been a cross check on that one, Coach.
Koopman, number 8.
Yes, sir. Sports fans might recognize him as the Gardiner Tigers kicker. Foreign exchange student's been doing a great job for us this year. Real hard-working kid.
So ball back in play. Clock stopped with 1:36. That clock unofficial. Chris doing a good job on it. So good advantage here. Close out the first for the Eagles. Right there they will. Laser by Emmett Apple, one of the captains. Seeing it right here. Apple with the quick release.
Yeah, nothing fancy about that. Just gave a good shooter a little bit too much space, and he capitalized on it. That's for sure. That's what makes it tough about those man-down situations. Is there's only so much ground that guys can cover.
4-2 now. Final minute and 28 seconds here in the first. Erskine's done a good job winning faceoffs here so far in the game. Tyler Clark with it. Recent goal scorer Emmett Apple. Got to watch him. He winds up, seals one just wide.
Tigers still a man down, so they must have locked Koopman in for that penalty.
Yeah, I was wondering about that because it looked like they were still on the power play, and D'Andre Marable will get the 5th goal of the game.
Yeah, for anyone in the
Erskine.
audience that's curious, there's certain penalties where they're called releasable penalties, so that way if the opposing team scores a goal, then the penalty, the guy serving the penalty can get out of the box, but sometimes the ref can choose to do what's called lock them in, which means they have to serve the full time regardless of if the other team scores a goal or not.
Another win for the Eagles. They've been dominant. Pilot. Apple.
It was a good save by Chase.
Got a piece of it. I think it hit the post. I heard a little clang. So it's been all Erskine for the final third of this first quarter as we wind it down with 36 seconds left.
Looks like we're back even again.
Koopman out of the confessional.
Oh,
Blasted home by Braden Temple. Well, Erskine's working themselves clear. Tigers not able to get up and on the shooters, and they're shooting at will.
yeah, you got to get into their hands and give. That's the key to that. You give them too much room. It's really hard for those goalies to. Even the best college goalies sometimes only save around 40-50% of those shots. So really the pressure is on the defense to really challenge those.
Oh, Tigers might win this one, which will give them an advantage, but not for long as the clock's winding down to 13 seconds.
See if Whalen can dig it up.
Tigers dig the air. They've got to get it in a position for a shot. They're trying to go to Cody. He does. Ooh, he had a good opportunity right in the slot. Just sailed it wide, and that'll do it for one. So we played one. Exciting first quarter, 6-2, Eagles. We're back after this. Looking for an AAU basketball opportunity? Goalball Basketball is one of Central Maine's largest and longest-running AAU programs. Goalball recognizes the need for fundamentals in competition, and we strive to offer both by providing experienced, successful coaches. Many have achieved all-conference status and state recognition, including 1,000-point scorers and McDonald's All-Stars. If you're interested in more information about Goalball Basketball, find us on Facebook.
For years, you've worked hard, saved wisely, and dreamed of this moment. Retirement is one of life's biggest decisions. You don't have to navigate it alone. With Gosline Retirement Planning by your side, you can retire with confidence. We're a team of fiduciaries who specialize in the transition from work life to retirement life, and we're here to help. We at GRP are committed to building a plan that lets you live and give better than you thought possible.
Welcome back here to Hope Field, proud owner Gardiner Tigers lacrosse today, boys lacrosse. We'll try to pick up a regular season game of all the kids, and then of all the teams. So we'll get girls lacrosse as well as softball, baseball. Those are the 4 that we'll cover. Track doesn't have home meets because the track isn't up to standards to be able to host a track meet. I don't know how we would do track with one camera anyway. We'd have to get Billy a therapist to be able to cover track here or something here. He'd be going crazy.
Just put a GoPro on all the athletes.
Yeah,
maybe,
that's right. So we're reverse fields. Tigers will be going left to right. Right to left. And it's Chase Larrabee. Tried to get it to Apple. Apple couldn't control it. Be Tiger ball. Jason Deering. Played to McGrane. We got a whistle. What was that, Jeremy?
Oh, well, I want to say that might have been an illegal procedure where Chase may have stepped out of the crease and then stepped back into it, which you're not allowed to do.
I see. Thank you. Well, unforced error here that Tigers will have to put on the defensive prowess here. Erskine's had a pretty good run at it. That'll go to space and out. So Tigers dodge a bullet there, Jeremy.
Yeah, hopefully let's take care of the ball and get a good clear and get the offense rolling here.
So down by 4, lots of game left. You just don't want to try to get it all back at once. You've just got to establish yourself territorially, and that's something the Tigers haven't been able to do except in brief moments. So let's see if they can get it done here. Been all Erskine. Cody with it, he's looking. And just why that was a good opportunity right there, and Whelan just sealed it wide. Eben had a good look.
Yeah, if the Tigers can get a few things dialed in, like they could definitely overcome this lead in a hurry.
Elliott. Cody now. To Whelan. Whelan. Let it go. That was good defensive play there. That was blocked. Cornelis. Joe Hanley. Whelan. Trapped the ball there, soccer style. He'll bring it back out. Get some direction from Coach Johnson. Spin. Shot wide, but behind is Elliott back there, I believe. Braden came out, got it hacked away. Now he's got it, shoots. Ball loose and up and in. Well done there by the Tigers, staying with it.
Looks like Rafe Alves picked up the rebound.
Alves, yes, his first shot, his first goal right here. Alves, Johnny on the spot right there. He's just in the correct place.
Good heads-up play by Alves. Tigers needed that one.
Excuse me. Making sure everything's legal. Eagles will win it. Reichel, whistle.
Looks like the Eagles called timeout.
Yeah, timeout called. Well, we got timeout. We'll take the timeout as well. We're back. We're in the second quarter, 6-2, Eagles.
Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm gonna be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm gonna be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm gonna be a graphic designer.
So we're back here to live action after the Erskine Academy timeout. We think it was Erskine called the timeout. Thank Jeremy for hunting down my rosters. They're blowing around a little. Emmett Apple was set to play outside. This is Studholme. And good defense that time by the Tigers, taken out of danger by Anthony Boyce. Long pass connects up at midfield. Tigers on a run.
Good job by Joe Hanley picking that up. Oh,
And just bad luck there. Going to go sail down, but yeah, that was a nice collection. Good hands by Joe. Soft hands there to make that one. That's a good pass by McGrain. We having trouble with the Zoom? Good defense by the Tigers, collapsing inside. Ooh, that was a dangerous feed back to McGrain. He made a good play on it. Boy, oh boy.
ooh, good check by the Erskine midfielder there.
Turns defense into offense.
I think that's going to be a ward on Erskine.
So Tigers ball. Nick McKay with a deke, but ball's loose. Picked up by Temple for Erskine. Apple behind. This is Emmett Apple. Parker Studholme back outside. Erskine in no hurry. They don't need to be. They control the scoreboard. They're up 6-2. The high shot by Braden Temple went wide. Getting some changes here for the Tigers coming in.
They said, oh no, we got someone in the penalty box, looks like.
Yeah, I can't tell who that is all the way across. Well, this is where Erskine has excelled here in the game. They have made the Tigers pay for infractions. Studholme. Got it back outside, did Studholme. Pelot. In behind.
Good
Hit the side of the net. Tigers cut down the angle there. And Chase McGrain with a good save there.
There you go, Trev. Yeah, getting the ball back on defense is half the battle. Then you got to clear it. That was a good clear by the Tigers.
Now they can chew some clock here and kill that penalty off. Logan Cody with it's going to take it in behind. Cody comes out. And he scores. A beauty. Logan Cody Well, you said he was a gifted goal scorer. You saw it right there. A nifty move by Cody. Going to see him come out.
Logan's one of those attackmen. If as a defender, if you let him get above GLE, which is goal line extended, like he's really good at sneaking that ball in there. If you let him get above that goal line.
Well, that was good sequence for the Tigers there. Got this thing halved. 6-4 now. Clark connects down here near side. Him at Apple. Apple behind. Tigers mark up pretty well. Back out to Jackson Pelot. Pelot got it right side and got it back here. Ball's on the ground. Tigers contest, and Chase McGrady comes up and scoops it up. That's a loose ball.
Oh,
Run down by Braden Elliott. Logan Cody's got it. Logan. Defender on him. Protects the ball. And Tigers have taken a timeout. 3:31 left here. 6-4. We'll take a quick break, too. We're back. More lacrosse after this.
At Fowler's Roofing, our staff.
At our firm, we have the client and only the client in mind. Our mission is to get to know and understand your needs, wants, and long-term goals. We want to help you develop, implement, and monitor a strategy that's designed to address your individual situation. We understand the challenges families face today. From managing debt to saving for college to retirement, these personal finance challenges can be overwhelming. Our commitment is to utilize all of our resources to help you pursue your goals. We believe in thinking out of the box, and we are not afraid to challenge conventional wisdom in our approach to financial services and preserving wealth. All of our energy, commitment, and efforts are focused on you, the client, and your satisfaction.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
Best bang for the buck in college education right down there at Central Maine Community College. Free tuition. Been extended for next year as well. I hope they make that a long-term thing because we really need tradesmen. That's a nice goal there by the Tigers out of the timeout. Braden Elliott dropped it home. So Tigers not quite all the way back. They've got it 6-5. Elliott weaving through traffic.
Within one, fortunes can change pretty quickly if they get into a rhythm.
It was a 4-goal lead here for Erskine. They were ahead 6-2 at one point in this. Dominating play. Tigers have come back, and teams look to be pretty evenly matched. Bull, you alluded to that this will be a pretty even contest, and it has been.
No, it's been a great game so far.
Good sweep in that time by Chase Larrabee to pick up the loose ball. Play in behind. Spin, that's a good save, but by McGrain. Got a piece of it. Some body contact there. Apple. That was Lanphier with it. Got it in behind the net now. Back outside. They'll swing it. Erskine going to maintain possession. So Tigers have done what they had to do, Jeremy. They've got back in this. It's a 1-goal game now.
Yeah, the key is definitely to keep playing tough defense and then just, getting – I think they could definitely use a few more wins at the face-off X and just taking care of the ball, clearing it out of the defensive zone. I think that we'll be in pretty good shape.
That one's sailed wide. Barron with some good defense for the Tigers. Trevor's a big body out there, but he can move.
That's true. He's used to pushing guys around the defensive line and during football season, so he's I think he's one of those kids that he's not the hugest guy, but he's a lot stronger than kids probably think he is.
Tigers get a stick on it, ball down.
Oh.
Gonna get a push, I believe. It's called on Dom Weber.
No, number 10 is not Dom.
Oh.
They changed. Dom's wearing number 3 now. I can't remember. Shoot. Let me see if I can look that up for you, Coach.
Okay. I went off the roster that was on the KVAC site.
Well, those kids and changing numbers around.
Yeah. Well, I'm just glad.
10's Levi Simmons.
Levi Simmons, okay. So it was Levi. Let me make note of that so we give Levi credit.
Good D right there. Forced out of bounds. That's a turnover.
Well, Tigers have tightened up defensively there. They had a stretch where Erskine was getting what they wanted in the offensive end, Jeremy, and they were able to cash that in for 4 straight goals. Interception. Trouble there. That was a nice save. Tiger got a piece of it. Not sure. Logan Cody with it here. Logan downshifts.
Yeah.
Gets it ahead for the tying goal. That was Eben Whelan. What a rocket.
Yeah, defensively, I think especially in the high school game, it always takes defenses a little bit to figure out who they can give a little extra rope to and who they can't. Where in college, basically any midfielder on the field, you can't leave them any space at all because they'll fire it in there. But in high school, you can kind of feel things out, and I think now the Tigers have a little bit better bead on who they need to tighten up on going forward.
So we're tied at 6-6. 2:40 left here. We'll get our scoreboard clicked up.
Ooh. That's a good win for the Tigers.
Tigers win it.
Ugly, but good.
And they got it to the guy, Cody. And
Coach Johnson takes another timeout.
so we'll stay right here with it. More high school sports coming up here Friday. Now that's weather dependent. Friday doesn't look great. The weekend doesn't look great either. So there may be the possibility. Schools are getting proactive, and I like this, Jeremy. What they do now is they take a look at the weather forecast and say, hey, we're supposed to play Friday, but Thursday looks good. Can you play Thursday? And they'll move the game rather than trying to go ahead where, it's a crapshoot. You got a good day on Thursday. You say, okay, let's play on Thursday. So
I'm sure that can stress some people out, but at the end of the day, it's I think the fans and the players probably really appreciate watching the game in the sunshine. I know we had a youth lacrosse game a couple years ago, Coach, in June, and it was in Bath, and it was 40 degrees and raining, and God, those kids were they were troopers, but they were just about frozen by the end of it. And of course, with those youth ones, you don't get as as good a dibs on the fields and stuff. So usually once you have something scheduled, you gotta really stick with it. But.
Well, the thing too is lacrosse will play in bad weather, and of course you can, particularly on turf. So many more fields are turf now. I know there's a big debate about the future of turf fields and such like that, but gosh, they've been a godsend, and certainly you pointed out kids can get out and practice. Not just the lacrosse teams, but the baseball and softball teams can get out and use the turf to throw and stretch themselves out.
Yeah.
They can actually put a softball field right in here.
Well, I remember usually by the time October rolled around in football season, we'd have a rut on just about where the hash marks are, all up and down the football field, and it was almost like a trench in World War II by the time the season was over.
The sidelines would be really. We had to ask. I think back in the day, we had to ask kids, "Can you swim?" Because if you can't swim, you can't come out to tonight's game. You have to put a life jacket on someone.
Coach Brown handed out floaties to some kids.
Jeez,
but,
cool. So we're tied at 6 and Tigers ball. Tigers set up a play, and they got what they wanted and then went wide. Pretty balanced scoring for both teams. Bevy of scorers. Braden Elliott, he's had a couple of goals in this one. Cody as well. Cody spinning in traffic.
Crowley.
Oh, Crowley swinging a miss.
That was a good look by Logan. Crowley just couldn't quite get the handle on it.
Gabe Stedholm on the run down the far side.
Ooh.
Gets it back. Stedholm did a good job coming out of traffic there with a burst of speed.
Good hustle by Logan Crowley. I thought he was going to get him pushed out of bounds there, but he didn't quite get it.
Erskine using some clock. What, a minute 25 left? Now they go to work. Emmett Apple. Deflected wide.
Good roll dodge there. Just couldn't quite get the shot dialed in.
Tigers with a sub coming on. Temple with it here. He'll play it back. Ball's loose. Kind of an unforced turnover, and Tigers.
Good pickup by JD.
Deering was able to clear. Nice connection there. Joe Hanley. Hanley's made a couple of good plays like that. Beautiful tic-tac-toe pass, and Eben Whelan finishes. Boy, that was as pretty a play as we've seen all game right there.
Beautiful fast break there by the Tigers, executed to perfection. He had Elliott charging up the field, and as soon as he felt the slide coming over, he found Eben on the left side, and Eben is there. Erskine is finding out that he's one of those guys you can't let have an open shot because he'll punish you.
Yeah, it was a catch and release quickly done by Whalen, and this is the first Tiger lead at 7-6. So that's what you talked about, Jeremy. It's not time to panic. Just try to get them back one at a time. Plenty of game left.
Yep, no, definitely shows some good character by the Tigers. Because there's definitely teams that will get down like that and will fall apart a little bit. So good for the Tigers to keep battling.
Well, Coach Johnson called a couple of crucial timeouts, I think, too, to stem the tide as well and set some things up. Now Erskine looking to get the equalizer here before the end of the half. Apple.
Oh, good.
Maintains possession on a pretty good attack. Pilot.
Defense looks like they've settled down a little bit, Coach.
Yeah, not so many open lanes for easy shots. Apple.
Gonna have a hard time trying to run through Peter Doobie, Coach. That's for sure.
Peter with a couple of good plays defensively in the final seconds of this first half, and the Tigers with a little momentum here. They've come back down 6-2. They score 5 straight to lead it 7-6 here at the half. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll have some halftime analysis when we come back to Hope Field after these messages.
At a family's time of loss, making arrangements with those you know and trust can lessen the burden, so you may better focus on preparations and services. Family First Funeral Homes and Cremation Care's network of long-established, family-managed firms is here for families like yours, providing experienced and compassionate service throughout Central Maine. They are Lowry Brothers and Wheeler Funeral Homes in Fairfield and Oakland, Knowlton and Hewins and Roberts Funeral Homes, serving Augusta and Winthrop, and Staples Funeral Home for families in Gardiner, Maine. Each staff is experienced at accommodating the unique needs of the families we serve, as well as pre-arranging services for individuals. All of the Family First locations stay true to our traditions and commitment to the communities we've served for decades. Together, we join with you to celebrate lives well lived, Family First Funeral Homes and Cremation Care, where your family is our family.
Coaches and athletes know that teamwork is the key to success. At the Gosline Insurance Group, our team is comprised of knowledgeable, enthusiastic, and dedicated agency personnel who are committed to keeping our clients informed and protected. Featuring 9 agencies throughout the area, the Gosline Insurance Group is the largest locally owned independent agency group in Central Maine. As a trusted choice agent, we are dedicated to you and are committed to treating you as a person and not as a policy. This commitment means we will work for you and not the insurance company. So call us today and let our team put you on the path to success.
We are Bulldog Strong. We are a local organization committed to kids, committed to our community, dedicated to teaching the next generation how to give their time and talents to make a difference, and supporting those affected by cancer. Bulldog Strong Basketball was established in 2013 when my own mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I saw firsthand her struggles, doubts, fears, and her amazing fight to live. Cancer does not discriminate, and so many of us have been directly affected by the disease. Our basketball family has grown over the past 8 years, and we continue in our mission to provide opportunities like our summer camp, All-Star Showcase, and our 3-day invitational to raise money for those in need. Through competition on the court, we learned so much about how sports can shape our lives in a positive way. We are passionate in what we do. We are proud of our Bulldog Strong family. We are incredibly thankful for the support we have received. Kids, community, and caring for one another is who we are. Remember, no one fights alone.
When you choose a financial institution to entrust your hard-earned money to, bigger is not necessarily better. Will you be noticed? Will you be heard? At Gardiner Federal Credit Union, our members aren't account numbers, they're our friends and neighbors. Each member has a vote, a voice. What matters to you matters to us. Lending decisions are based not solely on your credit score, but on who you truly are. We work diligently to end hunger. We volunteer in our local schools and throughout the community supporting neighborhood events. We are local people making local decisions, investing in our members and giving back to our communities. Gardiner Federal Credit Union, where your money has a voice.
Since 1964, the mission of Central Maine Community College has been to serve the surrounding communities with an enriched and inclusive learning environment. The college takes pride in transforming students into employees through lifelong learning opportunities that expand career aspirations and improve current workplace skills. While the most evident changes have been made to the physical layout of the college, the real magic happens within the learning. Engaging in classroom conversations, collaborating in immersive hands-on projects in labs, and sharing through teamwork in academics and extracurricular activities provides students with opportunities to think critically, solve real-world problems, and become lifelong learners. At CMCC, students are surrounded by peers all working towards the same goal, with expert faculty who seek out innovative ways to make classes more than just a lecture, and staff who make student success their priority. Students are empowered to forge their own path towards graduation and beyond. Please join us in celebrating the 60th anniversary of Central Maine Community College and be part of our continued journey of growth and innovation.
Started by the Corliss family in Pittston in 2019, the Corliss Gravel Pit offers some of Kennebec County's highest quality gravel products. Located just south of the old Cedar Grove Road, on the right off Route 27, we offer a variety of products for all of your needs. At Corliss Gravel Pit, our loader is always ready and on site. Local deliveries on larger quantities are always available, and we offer discounts on large quantities as needed. We also offer plowing and sanding services during those tough Maine winters.
Corliss Gravel Pit is family owned and operated since 2019, producing Kennebec County's highest quality gravel at a fair price.
Carver's Driving Academy is the perfect place to learn the rules of the road. Prepare to hit the road with confidence with their 3-week intensive course. Students will not only learn the basics of driving, but we offer individual, high-intensity instruction. We offer in-person and online classes, and our 3-week classes are perfect for student athletes. At Carver's Driving Academy, we are driven to excellence. Check us out on Facebook or email us at carversdriving@gmail.com.
Don't feel like cooking dinner? Call Capsa's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
Seeing the view to the Boys and Girls Club down to our left. Beautiful new facility here. I found a picture, Jeremy, that I had on an old computer I was going through as I was getting ready to take some stuff off it, put it out of service, and I had a drone shot of from my house, the old house, yep. at the corner of Pope Street, and shooting down towards Hoke Field. And what was there was the old field.
Yes.
And then the grass field here at Hoke Field. So now that we're back in the new house, I just thought of this today. I'm going to get the drone up. I'm going to go up. I want to get some drone pictures of the new house and the beautiful job that Abel Roofing did on our roof, and donated that, and show everybody the house. We've had a lot of nice help with folks helping us out with throughout the past year. But I want to take that same shot again of now the Boys and Girls Club.
Yep.
And
get it before and after.
And I can do a before and after.
Yep.
And just, you don't want to forget the past, because...
Nope. It's easy to, and I mean, that old field, that used to be the soccer field. And, of course, it's kind of, if you went to school in the 80s and 90s, it's like, we used to practice lacrosse over there. And that hole had some divots big enough to make a lacrosse ball disappear at the time. And it's been quite an evolution to get from there to the turf field that we've got now. So
you can see the Tigers across the way there. We're giving you a close-up here from the press box camera. We've got 2 cameras in operation. You're looking at a new camera that it's a automatic type of a camera here, but this shot is of the Tiger huddle, Tiger sideline right there. Billy Hasty running that camera. Owen Munzing running the camera that you're seeing right there.
Yeah, if the Tigers can keep playing good defense and do a little bit better job clearing the ball cleanly, and maybe get a face-off here and there, I think they could definitely keep the pressure on the Eagles. But they better watch out, because the Eagles have some shooters on that offensive unit that they could come right back.
Yeah, the Eagles have, I would say, probably a 2-to-1 advantage on face-offs. And they'll win that one again. So they've done a good job. Gives them the first possession. They're now back moving left to right. They had good success going in this direction.
The face-off rules have changed over the years. Back when we played, we had Jimmy Moore take the face-offs, and Jimmy was a pretty big, athletic guy. And back then, you could just smash the guy in front of you and pick the ball up. But now they want you to play the ball first.
Yeah. You play the man, grab the ball, right, back in the day, yeah.
Oh, and Jimmy was pretty proficient at it, too.
Yeah, Jimmy, terrific athlete, all those Moores. Levi Simmons up to Whalen. Eben had a good first half. Tigers' attack came on, particularly in the second part of the second quarter. Actually, I would say they dominated play.
Yeah, they had a beautiful fast break there towards the end of the first half. A nice pass from Braden to Elliott. Braden to Whalen, excuse me.
Yeah, Whalen with the quick catch and release. I want to apologize. My allergies have kicked in here this afternoon with the wind blowing the pollen all over. That's a nice move and a beautiful goal. Braden Elliott. And now a flag,
It's gonna be
unsportsmanlike conduct called against the Eagles.
That's definitely not what the Eagles need right at the moment.
Here comes Elliott, and what a great individual effort here by Braden. Spins right there and up and over.
I had a feeling, I said earlier, that I thought the Tigers were going to like that matchup because Braden's quick as the Dickens, as they say, and I just don't think that Erskine defender can quite keep up with him. So,
well, he's he's like a water bug, quick, but he has really excellent core strength as well, does Braden Elliott.
Oh, 100%. He's not afraid of anything. He's got something broken upstairs there. You see him in football field take on guys that are 200 or 300 pounds. And
he's fearless.
Yep, 100%.
Levi Simmons with it.
Oh, Whalen's got some room.
And Whalen's going to maneuver. This is a good opportunity for the Tigers. Up by 2. Braden's out front. Tigers looking. They get it inside.
Pass to Bullock on the crease.
Yeah.
Couldn't quite finish.
Bull's a big target out there. He comes down the crease, that's for sure. He'll go off quickly. Tigers will change, and they're playing catch-up.
Gotta watch those fast breaks.
Chase McGrain might have got a piece of that one, not sure. 8-6 now, Tigers. Been a back and forth affair, just as we thought it would be.
Oop.
Unforced turnover
Ruby's
there.
Gotta be careful.
Tigers looking to avert danger here as Erskine. Unforced turnover, and now they control.
Good hustle by the Eagles to get possession back.
They'll go in behind with Temple. Bryson Lanphier. Parker Studholm. They exchange. Lanphier with a move. And Chase McGrain, ooh, dangerous there. Now he's controlled. McGrain's been able to connect on some of these long clears. That one will bounce. Be scooped up off the bounce by Henderson. Tigers back in control.
Looks like the Eagles have done their homework on the Tigers. They've been having a little trouble clearing the ball, and I think the Eagles they've been pushing that ride pretty hard with some success, forcing some turnovers.
Well, we're picking up viewers as the afternoon goes on. Word gets out that we're doing this game.
All the money's in syndication anyways, Coach,
Yeah,
you know?
that's right.
That's right.
Well, the kids will be able to go back and watch this. It's a great teaching tool for them, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
Bo?
I mean, I'm sure Coach Johnson, I don't know if they do film, but it'd be a great opportunity, you know, when you get a nice high-quality video of the game to really go back and kind of fine-tune that stuff. I know film was big for us in football. We watched it every Sunday or Saturday, Saturday, I think, back then we were in there.
Yeah, you think you watch a lot of film.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you got to watch it 2 or 3 times by the time we got in Saturday morning to watch it. So.
Oh, God.
I wasn't sure Brownie slept much back in those days.
No, none of us did. So Tigers got somebody off? Somebody's over there.
Yeah, we got someone in the ball. That's Braden Elliott, number 7.
So Elliott's off. This is a chance for the Eagles. Temple. Parker's at home now. Apple got it out front. Oh, that's a good save. Save of the game right there for Chase McGrain right there. That was a beauty. And a big opportunity. Tigers can control, and if they can clear, they can chew some clock.
Oh.
Loose ball. Tigers happy to just move it ahead, and Tigers play the man there. Ball comes loose. Good stick.
Peter Doobie did a Secret Service maneuver there to block that one, so Chase didn't have to deal with it.
We saw Doobie doing some good work there at the end of the first half. He continues it there, Peter does. Excuse me for swallowing on here, but my voice is leaving me. Tigers got a stick on that. Eight 6. 7-10. That one's sealed wide. We'll be covering some girls lacrosse as well. Different game in girls lacrosse.
Yes, that's,
non-contact
that's
game.
certainly the truth.
It's a speed game.
A little more elegant.
Elegant, yeah.
A little less barbaric.
Well, that's a nice individual effort. Iwer Banaco just willed his way home here. You're going to see him come in and makes a really good individual effort when he gets it right here, right off the corner. Tigers not able to attack and get the ball away from him. He powers through. A real muscle move there for an
that's
8-7 lead.
That's where those little mistakes can end up biting you, Coach. When you're not, when you make a good stop defensively, but you don't get the ball cleared effectively, then you give the Eagles 2 or 3 chances to get the shot they want, and eventually it caught up with the Tigers there.
Tigers on the attack. Infraction off the faceoff. Tigers ball. Ellie got snuck up on from behind. Elliott spins.
Good look to Whalen.
That was a
good defense.
Good gather by Whalen, and Whalen swoops in here to pick it up. Elliott. Braden surveys the scene. Spins. Shoots. Beautiful save. Jackson Blake. Blake all the way in
good
goal.
Hustle.
Tigers turn him over. Ball loose.
It's going to be white ball.
Elliott set to go. He's got Carson Moore on him, looking to beat Moore. He's quicker than Moore. Moore's more physical and going to get a flag.
Oh, I think you're looking at the Tigers roster, Coach.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did.
26 on Eagles, or for Erskine.
Yeah, it's Oliphant. I'm sorry.
Go.
Yeah, you do that more often than you think.
Like we gotta color code them or something.
Doesn't work for a colorblind guy. So the flag went up. What are they calling there, Jeremy?
I would have. Well, no, it looks like they got Elliott for something.
Must have been retaliation or something. We won't speculate. We're well away from the action. Been a well-played game. Pretty clean. They're going to get the spot settled. I do not profess to know all the ins and outs and strategies of lacrosse.
Well, there's a lot to learn, and I've been at it for a few years, and I'm not a genius myself, but there's it's a lot of the same basics as other sports. It's it's a hustle game. It's definitely like we talked about. It's definitely a passing game. It's not the type of game where one guy can be like a Michael Jordan that just that solos people, because if you have a good defense, that's just not going to work. So moving the ball around, and different teams have different ways that they like to do that. Like the Chicago Bulls used to run like a triangle offense, and lacrosse teams have their own equivalents of that. And but it's all about moving around, working to get open, and finding the open man for a good shot.
Well, this is an opportunity here for Erskine on the power play. Pilot.
Oh, good hustle.
That's a great save there. Save of the game. And now the big Mid over it, and let's see.
It's going to be white ball.
Yeah, I think there was a slash. Saw it right there on the replay. Elliott back on, so teams at equal strength.
Yeah, those penalties can vary in severity.
Yeah.
They can go from some of the technical infractions can be 30 seconds, but the actual penalties can go anywhere from a minute to 3 minutes at the ref's discretion. Oh.
Austin Crowley had it, and he made the pass over to Hanley. They blew the whistle. Now we'll play. Hanley. Joe in behind.
Oh, boy.
Little lack of focus that time, and somebody's stick is loose.
Definitely don't see Logan Cody put the ball on the ground like that very often.
He's got it back here. They've really tried to mark him up special, haven't they? You can see he's drawing some extra attention. Tigers lose it, but they fight for it. Big hit on Cody inside. Now it gets physical and rambunctious, and call made. We'll see who they're going to send off.
It's going to stay Tiger ball.
Nobody going off. So they'll.
Could have just been a loose ball push.
Loose ball infraction. Braden Elliott going to pull it out now. Oliphant on him.
Oh, good D.
Good D that time, Oliphant. The big man downshifts. Nice collection. Eagles on the attack. In front.
Oof. Good job by Chase again. Keep
Got
that
a piece
one
of
out.
it. Emmett Apple. In front. Open look, open side. That was deflected somehow by somebody in front. Not sure if it was McGrain or not. Chase may have got a piece of it. But Eagles looking for the equalizer. Tigers look to mark up. Temple. Gabe Studholm got it in behind, and they'll slow it down. Emmett Apple, one of the captains.
Ooh. Tough angle on that shot for Temple.
Nice
Ooh.
collection by Logan Cody on the bounce.
I was kind of hoping the Tigers would run another fast break, Coach, but I guess Coach wants to slow it down.
Getting a sub in. .224 left here in the third. Cody got it taken away. Gabe Studholm. He got
Good hustle by
dispossessed.
Elliott.
Dispossessed by Elliott. Now Whalen. Braden Elliott. Whalen. Joe Hanley now. Evan took his focus off it, but able to gather it back up. Trying to spin away. He's got Tyler Clark on him. Wheeling. Now Elliott. Going to bring it out high. Try to beat his man. Spins through traffic. Lost the ball. Scoops it up. Got it again. Still got it.
Where's
Out
that?
front to Whalen. Finds him.
Oh, what a pass.
Whalen with a nice
What a
pass into Logan Cody for the goal. That's the prettiest goal of the game. Oh, boy. Tigers set that one up. Watch it right here. Tigers.
That's a great look by Eben Whalen to find the open man on that.
And got it to Cody, and Cody released and got railed, knocked down. But he got the shot off quickly. And that's a big goal, makes it 9-7. You'd really like, if you're the Tigers, to keep this 2-goal cushion. Gives you a chance if you do make a error on defense that it doesn't tie the game. Let's see the Eagles continue their dominance on faceoffs. They do. They're slick with that. That's Jackson Pelot. He's been good all day. Braden Temple for the Eagles. The Eagles looking to fly. Flag up.
Erskine's got a free shot here.
They're looking to work it in behind.
Good D by Barron.
Barron knocked them off, but came right back. Eagles maintain possession. Loose ball.
That's out of bounds.
And now out, and now we'll see what the call is.
Yes, yeah, it's a slash.
Called slash. As comfortable a day as we've had for a sporting event. 70 degrees, little breeze. Pollen counts at 10 million. He says as he hacks up a lung.
Enough to keep the bees happy, hopefully.
I didn't seem to be bothered by allergies when I was younger. But either that or now that I'm old, I couldn't remember being bothered when I was younger. Maybe that's it. I don't really know. 31 seconds left here in the third.
Be a good morale boost for the Tigers if they can buckle down and kill this penalty.
Oh. The shot and the goal. Good quick reverse shot. Emmett Apple closes within one. Do the Eagles at 9-8 with just 10 seconds left here. Good quick reverse shot. Emmett Apple, one of the captains. He's a senior. One of the things I know is that replay is so important in lacrosse. So I'm very happy. Now we got another flag just rolled out. Into dead space.
It's going to be Tiger ball, looks like. The technical foul.
So the official
tech foul, it says. I'm not sure.
Technical foul.
Those technical fouls are usually 30-second penalties. I didn't catch what it was, Coach,
yeah,
but I believe that's what it was, a technical infraction.
So no face-off, so it'll be just Tigers ball. They got 10 seconds left. They'll need to get a quick catch and release here. Elliott's got it. And he's just going to run it out. So Tigers, with a good third, they lead it 9-8. We'll put 12 minutes on the board to settle this one. We're back after this.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
When was the last time you reviewed your annuity? If it's been a while, you could be missing out on new opportunities designed to help you get more from your investment. Today's annuities offer better growth potential, increased flexibility, and extra features that can be tailored to your needs. Upgrading your annuity can connect you with those modern options and ensure your money is working as hard as you are. Don't let your financial future lag behind. Call us today to see how we can help keep your annuity investment working for you.
Jeff Harder here, partner of CBU Advantage. Hey, if you're looking for a career that puts you in control, CBU Advantage can help show you the way. Become a licensed Medicare health plan sales agent. We will give you the tools to unlock six-figure income potential while making a meaningful difference in the lives of your clients. We're going to provide you with the ability to generate year-over-year income growth, all while owning your own business. You can even work from home if needed. In short, enjoy financial freedom and the tools to succeed in a thriving business. Let's have a conversation. We'll talk to you all soon.
So Tigers 9, Eagles 8. Logan Cody's been the big goal scorer, unofficially 5 goals for Logan. Some beautiful setups, too. He's been well set up. Evan Whelan with some beautiful setups. Goals for Evan as well. And Braden Elliott as well. So the attack guys for the Tigers. Tigers might be at their highest scoring game of the season.
I believe that's true for regulation, for
yeah,
official season games. I think it is.
Yeah, I think it was 8 is the most goals that they'd had in the game. So they control here and being a little patient. Again, they'd like to get that bubbled up into a 2-goal cushion for themselves.
Oh,
inside,
outside the net. That one we got a flag down.
So Tigers will get it out to Elliott. He'll quarterback the offense from out there. Parker stud home on him for the Eagles. Elliott in, and a beautiful skip goal. Is that what they call it? What do we call those
nice
bounce goals?
Nice bounce shot.
Bounce shot.
Yeah. Those are tough
right
to
here.
deal with for the goalies, that's for sure.
And it's beautiful because the angle of the shot is down, goalie goes to go down, and off the turf, you get that high hop, and it's right over his shoulder. So that's a...
Yeah, Tigers had a penalty flag down in their favor, so they apparently liked that matchup with Braden Elliott and the defender that he had, and they let him take him, and he was able to finish with a really nice bounce shot. It's blue ball, but I think the official may have pointed the wrong direction. Yeah, it's blue ball.
That's easy to do.
Yeah, kids looked a little confused.
Yeah,
right there. Yeah.
Because they knew what it was, but they were pointing the wrong way. So it's going to be blue on the illegal procedure, and Tigers with a 2-goal cushion. It's been a good battle. A BC game, Tigers in Class B, Eagles in Class C, but it makes perfect sense for these two schools to play each other, being so close. In lacrosse, unlike some of the other sports, oftentimes only have one region. There's no north and south designation. You got a slash there.
Yeah, I know wrestling's like that too, Coach. It's pretty much is just the Class A and B, and they don't really split it up the same way football gets split up.
Tigers on the attack. Evan Whelan. He'll play it back and set it up. Braden Elliott gets a lot of stick time. He's a nifty passer and finisher as well. Tigers go behind. Now they'll come out. Cody. Maneuver. Cody. Still trying to find some room. Through traffic. A tough get there. Ball's loose. Fought for. A scrum.
He was looking for Crowley there, it looks like.
Elliott came out of the pack with it. And Yeah, and Austin will go off a little gimpy there. You mentioned Crowley. Gimped off there.
Well, he was right in the middle of that pile when when the officials' whistle blew.
Eagles. They look to attack. Marable. Back outside. Apple's been good all game. Parker's at home now. In behind. Eagles being patient here. Studholm
Good
got
D.
it.
Good stick check by Doobie.
Dispossessed. Peter with it.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
Oh, timeout White. Looks like Tigers
Coach
were on the
Johnson
attack.
didn't want to take a chance losing that ball.
And we couldn't figure out why they blew the whistle. It didn't look like an infraction. Wasn't. It's a timeout. Tigers stay right with it here and let you know. Softball coming up Friday, weather permitting. We'll be over at Halldale. Probably one of the premier softball programs in the state of Maine, the Halldale girls. I think, what is it, Chris? They've won like four state championships in a row. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
3 going after 4. So they had a 3-peat, and they're looking for their 4th. Want to thank our fine friends at CB Matson. Got a nice note from Todd. He says, geez, we just so much love listening to the commentary, how you guys, kind of play it back and forth. And Gary and I had an exchange that he said he and his wife got laughing at so much. I forget what it was, probably something. Gary probably lost something or something like that. Probably lost his hearing aids. That's usually what happens to us old people. And I think that's what it was. I said we're going to have a scavenger hunt for him or something like that. So CB Matson been offering housing here in the state of Maine since 1959. And they continue to do outstanding work for their clients. So check them out on Facebook, CB Matson. So I often think back to some of the football players back in the day before lacrosse was a sport, and how some of these guys would have fared as lacrosse players. And
oh, geez, you Paul Stilfens of the world.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He was that family was a heck of a baseball family too, though.
They sure were. And I think my Patrick would have been a heck of a lacrosse player, big, strong, and fast. And I remember seeing Jason Starzewski playing just when they started here. He was a terror.
I bet.
On lacrosse. I see Barry Warren's watching. Barry would have been a good lacrosse player, any of those Warren stuff kids.
Yeah, and the Whalen boys. I mean, Nate,
yes.
Nate ended up playing on I think it was a club team in college is what got him into it.
Could you imagine trying to dispossess Chris Whalen with a lacrosse
I don't
stick
know.
and equipment,
Yeah.
roaring down the field like a runaway freight train? Oh, my gosh.
Nope, it's good. It's it's been an up and coming sport, and like obviously baseball's kind of America's pastime. It's been around forever, but it's good. Different kids kind of excel at different things, and it's nice for them to have the different options to try out and see what they like.
Turnover here goes over the Tigers in a good, advantageous position. They'll play it back out. Braden Elliott, we're down to 8:20. Elliott spins, brings it back out. Tigers don't have to be in a hurry if they get cut off on their attack, Bull. They can just pull it back out and reset.
No, I'm sure Coach Johnson's telling him you'd really prefer. Oh,
you prefer
that? Nice shot, yeah. Well, yeah. What I was gonna say is he probably doesn't want to see any forced shots. He wants to look for those. Obviously, anytime a guy has a good look at goal, you want him to take that opportunity. But they're definitely not in a position where they need to try to force anything right now.
I think that was Alva's, wasn't it? He's got his second goal of the game.
Yeah. Rafe's extremely quick. He's a very, very good athlete.
Gifted soccer player. We saw that last fall.
Not sure what the flag was, Coach, but it might have got. Well, no, they do got somebody over there in the box.
They do.
The
Yeah,
Eagles,
it was on.
Yeah,
it was on the Eagles. So here's an advantage up 3 by the Tigers now.
Ball's down.
And Pilot has been good all day on those.
Yeah, Erskine's done a great job of really hustling and getting after those loose balls on the face-offs, and I mean it's definitely keeping him in this game right now for sure.
Well, particularly with the Tigers' main advantage.
That's a good pass to Pete. Nice. That's probably the best, cleanest clear the Tigers have had all day. I love to see it.
Yeah, that was Peter Dewey with the clear.
Yeah.
Tigers coming on the attack here. Pivotal point in this game. They could go up by 4. Erskine really needs to kill this and then get a flurry themselves.
Yeah, Erskine's still got plenty of time, but every tick off the clock that the Tigers can control the ball, it gets a little bit more stressful for the Eagles as far as closing this gap.
So when you have this advantage like this, Jeremy, hit the post. Well, that was a great advantage. My point was going to be, do you take time off the clock or just to kill it, as we call in hockey, ragging the puck? I mean, do you want to do that a little bit, or do you want to?
Well, I mean, I think Coach Johnson, I'm sure he's probably happy to see his offense is rolling about as good as it has all season. So I think
keep it up.
I'm sure he's probably telling the guys, like, hey, let's take smart shots, but if you got it, let's go, send it.
Could be multiple infractions on this.
Yeah, it was a big hit on.
Yeah, muscle tussle going on across the way.
Checks are legal in lacrosse, but you got to be, they're really particular. It really needs to be between the, it can't be above the neck or below the waist. And, and sometimes if somebody falls down, usually the refs err on the side of safety, and a lot of times you can get flagged for that.
Yeah, Chris gave us a look there. Good sportsmanship by Tigers. Go pick up the flag. I kicked the flag about 40 yards once. I don't know if you were playing for me that day, but I wasn't picking up to give back to the official. Tigers. Big moment here. That'll clear over. Tigers will maintain possession with 6:36. Clock is stopped. Again, our clock unofficial here, so we try to keep it as close as we can. And sometimes you may see play going on and our clock's not moving. That's because we're trying to sync it back up. So 6.5 minutes left. Long clear. That's going to head
Tiger ball.
It's going to head towards Pope Street. Go drive by the house sometime, Jeremy. Take a look. Beth painted the door.
It's a nice blue color. I saw. Yeah. Well, I'll definitely come over for dinner if you guys are cooking something good. But I've seen the outside of it. It looks great.
Well, come over anytime. Stop by. And Beth put a little tiger magic on the front door today. We painted the front door orange.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Actually, that would look nice with the blue, I think.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It does really look nice. Got to get some tiger paws hang out there. Knocked off.
Good
knocked
defense
off the ball,
by
Tyler Clark.
Good defense by Elliott there. I don't know if there's a. Okay, yeah. No, I was going to say, it looked like a good defensive heads-up play by Elliott, pushing the Erskine player out of bounds, but there was a little bit of couple whistles going at once. I wasn't sure what was going on for a second there, but.
And Tigers will play. Elliott.
Good pick by Bullock. Oh, good save by the goalie there.
That was a beauty.
Whalen tried to send another one in between the pipes, but ball's down.
That was the save of the game for Blake.
Oh, fast
home on the take.
Good job by Chase, maintain his composure there. Those fast breaks, it's kind of like they say in Game of Thrones, chaos is a ladder, and if you know how to take advantage of it, you can pick up some points quickly. But
5.5 minutes or so left. Tigers were down 6-2 before they turned on the offense. Went ahead 7-6. They haven't looked back since that time.
Yep, the defense can buckle down. The Tigers can hold on. This would be a great win for the team, that's for sure.
Well, even though it's a Class C team, you're still going to get some decent heel points. They've won a couple of games, and they're going to continue to win. This is a good Erskine team. That one is drilled high and wide.
Oh, looks like Braden might have hurt his ankle there.
Braden Temple down the far side of the field. down on one knee. He's going to hobble off.
Well, hopefully he can get right. Hopefully it's one of those ones that just, you can kind of walk it off. Like you said earlier, Braden, I had the pleasure of coaching him and Bryson back in the youth teams. They're both really great kids and awful respectful, hard workers.
Yeah. Well, these Erskine kids are all good kids. I mean, we see them in all the sports. They're just good sportsmanship. They're well coached in all their sports. It's a wonderful school.
And sad to say you don't see that level of sportsmanship everywhere you go, so you definitely appreciate it where you do.
Yeah, a lot of Gardiner people out there. Dawn Stout was out there, his wife Helder, and John Clark is the assistant headmaster out there, I think. Johnny played football for us here. And multiple sports. There's the goal, so that's a big one.
It's going to come right down to it, Coach. But
Marable with the goal.
Can't ask for a better viewing experience. This will be worth watching later on YouTube or wherever you guys end up.
We're on
You guys
YouTube.
put it on YouTube, or you just have on your own?
No,
site,
we're on
Coach?
Munson Media's YouTube page.
Yep.
That was Marable with the nice goal. You see it. Watch it right here again. Beautiful goal. Tough angle, and he just picked that corner. Yeah, it'll be out on YouTube, Facebook, Munson Media, sports.com. We're everywhere.
Go to where the people are, right?
Well,
where
people,
the eyeballs are.
people have multiple viewing places that they go, so we try to be on all of them.
Yep. No, that makes it handy too, and then fans could search up specific game if they want to watch it, and that's great.
Yeah, we're heading to 200 games streamed this year. Penalty flag comes in. Eagles.
Well, I know I've gotten really great feedback from the community from Munzing Media. Just people, I mean, especially, sometimes, especially on like those really rainy October football games, people really appreciate being able to, or if they're away games that people can't quite make it to, I think people really love being able to, be at home and still get to see the Tigers play or whatever team you cover.
And as I tell people, Jeremy, don't forget to thank our sponsors. If you're into any of our establishments, say, hey, we appreciate you sponsoring all that high school action that Munson Media does. And, of course, we also want to thank all the folks that have been nice enough to donate to us over the course of this season. These people do it on MunsonMediaSports.com, little donate button, and, we always put it towards, like I said, we got new camera we just bought there, trying that out to make our coverage better. And
it makes a difference. It's one of those gigs where you got to have the right equipment to
I won't do it unless I can do it right, Jeremy.
100%. And it shows, I think. Yep.
Well, we got a pivotal part in this game. 11-9, 3:48 left. Oh, that was sealed wide by Bryson Lamphere.
Yeah, see, Erskine's in the opposite position as the Tigers right now because they got to try and get some shots on goal, and so you may see
bad shot now for them.
Yeah.
Good spin out of traffic by Apple. He's been good all game. Emmett Apple. So Tigers got to be on the D.
Ooh, good hustle by Joe Hanley to get back to the crease to stop that. That could have been a disaster.
Hanley with a physical play there as well. Joe's been solid all game.
Yeah, Joe's been playing offense and defense.
Yeah.
He started the year, he was mostly playing on the defensive side of the field, but I see Coach Johnson and Coach Prince have him doing a little bit of both today. He's doing a great job.
Well, I mentioned Barry Wan. I think now that I think of it, I think Barry's son was a lacrosse player down in Massachusetts. Barry lives in Georgetown, Mass.
Good clear by the Tigers. We've needed those. Oh, good hustle by
Barry.
Barry.
Oh, boy, that was a great play by Elliott. He's on the take. Elliott. Going to eat some clock. Gets contested with the stick. Braden controlling play. He says, catch me if you can. That was knocked away.
Good stick check.
Loose ball.
It looks like the Eagles made a defensive adjustment because they had number 26 on Braden to start the game, but now, or on Elliott to start the game, but they've seems to have switched matchups.
Yeah, you got to have a quick kid.
Ooh, nice
Joe
shot
Hanley.
by Jason Deering.
Deering with the run, and now Hanley, and now the whistle. And Tigers want a timeout with 2:19 left. Well, we'll let you know at the conclusion of this game. We will have Capsa Pizza play the game. Nice night for Capsa's. Get yourself a pizza. Get yourself. You know what? I've been going big for the meatball sandwiches and chicken palm over at Capsa's lately, and nice night. Get yourself a takeout. Go sit outside. Have your supper. Celtics tonight, I think. I've been watching the just the conclusion last night of, it's called Celtic City on Max. Oh my God, what a show that was. 9-part series. I recommend that to everybody. What a show. If you grew up as a Celtics fan, if you're my age, you go all the way back to just the end of the Cousy era. If you're a little older than me, you probably go back a little further than that, all the way through the Cousy era, starting in 1957 when they won 5 straight championships. But just talking about all the players and all the championships and, reliving your youth through that documentary. Well done. Bill Simmons did it, his company, and can't recommend it enough. Don't say, I don't get HBO, Rob. Can you give me your password? Because I have no idea what it is. Unless my device remembers it, I'm hopeless. I mean,
Yeah.
I said,
I need a external hard drive just to keep all my passwords on.
Oh, my God.
Between work and all the stuff at home.
Okay, Tigers. Now, strategy here, Bull, with
they want to control the
goal.
ball. They
Yep.
want to make good, smart passes, and if they do take a shot, I'm sure Coach Johnson's going to expect that it needs to be a layup.
So these must be situations you practice, end-of-game situations. We're up by 2, put 2 minutes on the clock. Here's how we're going to run it.
Yep, and that's where fundamentals definitely come into play. Catching, throwing, handling the ball under pressure. And we've got a handful of guys that are real good with that, clearly.
And this guy is good as anybody right here, Braden Elliott. Now Cody.
Ooh,
Logan lost a good defense. Now the ball's loose. Scrum in front.
Good hustle
Ball's
by Elliott.
still loose.
Elliott tried a behind-the-back shot there. He might have got fouled in the process.
But he got it to Cody. Cody was smart enough to run in behind, anticipating it might go wide. Cody controls. Tigers, beautiful save there and a big one. That was a needed save. Jackson Blake. And a flag came in. I didn't see it in behind the play.
No, that's huge for the Tigers because now they're going to go man up and they're going to retain possession. So it's going to be even easier for the Tigers to just whip the ball around and chew the last 70 seconds of this game.
You've seen the Braden Elliott play right there in front. He's rolling around like a tumbleweed.
Yeah, Erskine's going to have to really hustle on defense and try and get a quick turnover here.
Well, you should always have somebody open. Right?
Yeah.
You're up a man, you just need to locate that open guy. So 1:11 left. Score's 11-9. 2-goal lead here for the Tigers. They maintain possession. Not sure what the penalty was, how long it will be. Every tick of the clock important for the Tigers. They run there. In basketball, we'd call it a four corners type thing.
Oh, good defense by Eagles.
And they come out. Tigers looking to get possession if they can. They'll trap it there, and they do.
Good job by Alves tracking that down.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm not sure what happened there, Coach, but that's going to be Erskine ball. But they're going to have to really hustle downfield and get a shot on goal here.
48 seconds left. They need a goal on this possession, then a face-off win and another goal to tie it. Tigers looking to dig back on the D. Green might have got a piece of that one, deflected it wide. Tigers don't mind if it takes some time. Through traffic, dropped off. And that goes wide. 18 seconds left.
One thing about the Tigers defense, between McKay, Doobie, and Jason Deering, it's definitely not a defense you want to just go bowling into the middle of, because those are all pretty stout kids.
Yeah, Deering with a good stick there. Jason knocked it away and came out deep. With 5 seconds left, look like the Tigers are going to survive this one. The shot and the save, and that should wrap it up for the Tigers. They'll win the game. A comeback victory for the Gardiner Tigers over the Erskine Eagles. Tigers win it 11-9. Well, we're here from our good friends at Capsa Pizza, and when we come back, we'll have the Capsa Pizza Player of the Game. Stay with us here for that, here on Munzing
Don't feel
Media.
like cooking dinner? Call Capsa's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
Elliott Office Products is a family-owned business that has been around since 1985. Grampy Charlie started the business as a service technician, and it has evolved into a full-servicing printing company. From simple copies to full logo design, we offer it all under one roof. Located in Farmingdale, Maine, we are at the heart of many different communities. We love assisting new and existing customers with any of their printing needs. Stop by, call, email, or send us a message on Facebook. We would love to help. Elliott.
Well, Jeremy, a good win for the Tigers. They came in win-starved, didn't they? They were 0-3 to start the season, played some really tougher competition, got the offense going, but not before the Eagles put a scare into them, going ahead 6-2. Tigers had the long road back, but they climbed the hill, got to the top, and maintained a 2-goal cushion, and they win it by 2, 11-9. The defense was solid. The offense, that has been struggling a little bit, as you noted coming in at the top of the broadcast, Jeremy. They seem to put it together here today a little bit, playing with a lot more confidence, and actually got some really good opportunities once they got rolling.
Yeah, I think that I think it definitely speaks to any team's character in any sport to come back from behind is always. It's easier said than done, and after you've coached a lot of teams, you learn that those teams that can come back from behind and get a W. I mean, that's definitely kudos to them, because it takes a lot of heart and grit to be able to fight back, and Tigers definitely did that today. Yeah,
and they were a happy group to go off here with a victory, as this rivalry is pretty good. As you said, a lot of these kids play against each other all the time, and sometimes in the same program growing up. Well, Jeremy, I want to thank you for all your fine work here today. Bill Hasty was on our camera, Owen Munzing running a camera for us, Chris Wheeler at our production. But before we leave, we want to name 2 Capsa Pizzas. I have 2 awards here left over, and we're going to give out 2 because these were the 2 keys to the offense for the Gardiner Tigers. Not taking anything away from that defense, and McGrain was good. But the thing is, they get their offense going here today, and it was a combination of 2 guys. Logan Cody and Braden Elliott are our Capsa Pizza Player of the Game. They combined probably for 3/4 of the Tigers' goals. Evan Whalen with a good game as well, and Rafe had a good game as well. Had a couple of goals for the Tigers. But Logan and Braden really spearheaded the offensive thrust 11 goals here for the Tigers, their highest output of the season. Well, we want to thank everybody for tuning in here, our first spring broadcast. Glad we could have it on a nice warm day. No coats, no long johns, no nothing. We had a beautiful day here. I want to thank Billy and Owen on the camera. And Bill, as I said, excellent analysis by you. And you've got a great announcer's voice, I'm telling you right now.
Well, thanks for having me, Coach. I'm sure the viewers appreciate you keeping me off camera, too.
Yeah.
I'm sure that, well, thank God Bull wasn't on the camera. So.
Yeah, we'd have to go with the wide shot, Bull.
Yeah,
we want to thank everybody for their contributions to us. If you'd like to make a donation, we don't beg for them, but everything's appreciated, certainly. And you can go to MunsingMediaSports.com, hit that donation button, and we'll make sure we put it towards more things that are good for kids, because that's what it's all about. When you talk about any of the sports that we cover, we try to stay positive, and we try to give the kids the kudos and stay out of the way of the game. I can certainly stay out of the way of lacrosse because I really cannot offer any type of analysis, and that's why we're very thankful to have Jeremy Bullock step in here for us. Well, we'll have a girls lacrosse game. If you're free, Bull, join us for that. I'll let you know when that is. I think it's next week. I think we're doing a girls lacrosse game next week, and certainly as we move forward, we'll be looking to pick up the senior games. I want to check with Nate Stubbett, the athletic director at Gardiner High School, make sure I know when those senior games are, because what we like to do is get down on the field and really key in and make that something that we can give back to the families and give them a download link for that. Any of the kids, any of you kids either side, Erskine or Gardiner, want a copy of this game, I'm happy to give you a download of it, no charge, free. Just look me up on either Munson Media, send me a message, or it's rob@munsonmedia.com. We'll get you a copy of this game. Some of the kids can use it for their college recruiting and things of that sort. So again, thanks everybody that's made a donation this year, and we want to thank you for tuning in here today. Until next time, so long everybody.